Now the latest from ITV News in the Channel Islands with Jess Dunstan and Jonathan Wills.
Hello and welcome to ITV News.
Here are the headlines on Channel this evening. Another twist in Jersey's never-ending hospital saga. The new government tell us tonight that the £800 million plan plus for Overdale will now not go ahead.
No choice but to turn our back on the project in its current form because it's just too big and too expensive.
More on that in just a moment. But first tonight, Jersey's new hospital at Overdale is off. The bombshell was dropped this afternoon by Tom Binet, the infrastructure minister, and comes just 2 months after the previous government gave the final approval for it to be built wholly there.
As ever, the eye-watering cost is the key issue, so much so that the new government has asked for the construction of some flats in St Helier to be halted so that they might potentially expand the current hospital or have a split site.
Well, this is one of the Chief Minister, Christina Moore's first action since taking charge, and still the only certainty on the project that nearly £100 million has been spent so far and not a single brick laid. Phil Welbrook has this.
It was the hot topic in political manifestos this year, the shiny new hospital at Overdale. But in a 180-degree U-turn, the new administration say there won't even be a review. It's just simply not happening there in its entirety. The current infrastructure minister told me tonight it's no longer affordable.
This isn't something that we're doing on a whim. This is something that we've got no choice other than to do. So that's the background to it.
To be categorically clear, you're not turning your back on the Overdale site?
We have no choice but to turn our back on the project in its current form because it's just too big and too expensive. And the situation is too volatile and the funding mechanism is broken. So those things set the ground rules for this review.
And instead, the sites for the new hospital could be here at Kensington Place. We understand that ministers have asked developers Andium Homes not to build the 100 apartments that they were planned to because they want to keep this as an open option to extend the Gloucester Street site back. At the moment, they haven't really started building those apartments, but demolition is still well underway.
Alongside building here, there's still the option to build at Overdale as part of a twin site. But this news is welcome for campaigners like Peter, who's always says the new hospital at Overdale isn't cost-effective.
I think anything that prevents us from spending £804 million and building a 74,000 square metre hospital on top of a hill is good news.
For years, Deputy Lyndon Farnham has been one of the chief advocates of the project, on which nearly £100 million has already been spent.
Further delays will severely compromise the ability of our frontline health staff to deliver the good quality health care that future generations of islanders need. Every day we delay it is causing a problem and additional cost.
The first months in any new job are always a great opportunity to set your mark and to hit the ground running.
And set her mark she did. 50 days into the 100-day action plan, this Chief Minister has already made a massive decision on a project still years from fruition. Phil Welbrook, ITV News.